What is the significance of rock and roll wizards in the history of classic rock music? If you're a fan of classic rock music and have stumbled upon the term rock and roll wizards, you might be curious about its significance. Let's break it down and see what it's all about. The term rock and roll wizards doesn't refer to a specific band or album, but rather seems to be a metaphorical or descriptive phrase. However, to understand its potential significance, we need to look at the broader context of rock music history. In the 1960s and 1970s, rock music underwent a significant transformation, especially in England. This period saw the emergence of iconic bands like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, and many others who defined the genre. These bands and their musicians can be seen as the wizards of rock and roll. They were innovators, experimenting with new sounds, styles, and techniques that revolutionized music. For instance, the Beatles, with their songwriting duo John Lennon and Paul McCartney, changed the game by writing their own music, a practice that was not common before them. The Rolling Stones, with their blend of blues and rock, and Led Zeppelin, with their fusion of folk, rock, and heavy metal, further expanded the boundaries of rock music. These bands were not just musicians, they were pioneers who shaped the sound of rock and roll for generations to come. In this sense, the rock and roll wizards could symbolize these influential musicians and bands that have left an indelible mark on the history of classic rock music. They were the magicians who turned their creativity into something magical, creating music that still resonates with people today. So, while rock and roll wizards might not be a specific title or band, it encapsulates the spirit of innovation and creativity that defined the golden era of rock music. These wizards continue to inspire new generations of musicians and fans alike, ensuring that the magic of rock and roll lives on.